Bay Area after high school. He said he met a power slapper named James Reddy at work and on his rugby team. He said, I think he's really good at this. You should give it a shot. Here he is tonight.
Yeah, originally his family comes from the Samoan Islands, so it's no surprise that he's here doing power slap. They're typically a big, strong, big-necked kind of crowd. As you say, born in Australia, moved out to the Bay Area around 2018. That's where he met James Reddy. And of course, there started training, had a few small matches in boxing, actually got his license. The plan was to turn pro. Had 4 matches, won them all, but never actually went on his journey as a professional boxer. And now here he is tonight making his power slap debut.
Fort Bragg, California in the Bay Area, his current hometown. Joe Perez, the older brother of longtime power slap competitor Dorian Perez. He's one of those guys who went to the combine in December. He impressed the coaches, he impressed the promoters, and like his brother, he has trained before in boxing and kickboxing back in his teenage years.
Yeah, that's right, from the age of 15 to 18. Did a fair bit of combat sports, kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I tell you what, this guy has got high hopes for sure. He's already calling out people like AJ Hintz, Alan Klingbeil, Austin Turpin. He said he can't wait to get up there on the stage and mix it up with them. But of course, tonight he's got to get through Jaidan Fa'anana. That ain't going to be easy. Let's see what the guy's got. Works as a chef in his spare time down there in Texas. Said that he's a jack of all trades and describes himself as a Texas badass, which is definitely not what I would call you, Dan.
I don't think that's very nice. It's a little early.
But are you from Texas?
No, I'm not.
There you go.
Today on the tape brought to you by Estrella Jalisco, an authentic cerveza dorado and the official beer of Power Slap. Joe Perez, the older man, been around this sport for a long time because of his brother Dorian's one of the OGs. Disturbing the Peace is his nickname, and I'm sure he's coached him up. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap light heavyweight division. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 204.5 pounds. Out of Fort Bragg, California, Jaidan, the Koala Fa'anana-Schultz. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10.5 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds. Out of Austin, Texas, Jose Perez. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Eric McMahon. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Jose Perez.
All right, gentlemen to the center. Gentlemen to the center. Here, you got him.
Okay, right there. Shoulders are perfect, heads per man, do not move.
All right, red corner won the toss, and we'll slap first. Hand and count.
Right hand on 3.
Right hand on 3. Right hand on 3.
Make it count, Joe. Let's go.
1, 2.
Clean shot.
Big shot.
Good slap.
I mean, you got to think Joe Perez has been leaning on his brother's experience, Dorian Perez, obviously. A very experienced heavyweight.
Good.
But look how Jaidan just ate this like it was nothing.
Heel came up a little bit, and in fact, it was definitely a step, but
Let's go. Come on,
I'm saying nothing.
All right, fighter to the center.
Except for what you just said.
Well, I'm not telling the judges, Charlie.
Come all the way in the box. There we go.
Hope they're not listening.
Elbow to elbow, Jaidan. Elbow to elbow.
Look at the face on Perez.
Good. Hand and count. Hand and
He's
count.
ready.
Right hand on 1.
Yeah, so
right
is
hand
Jaidan
on
going
1.
on
That's
one.
your measure.
Good clean shot, baby.
Big strike.
Jeez. Big Joe almost went down there.
Breathe.
Really good shot
Breathe.
by
You know what
Jaidan
it feels like now. You know
Fa'anana.
what it feels like now. Yes, sir.
Jaidan getting those rugby muscles into
Yeah, I'm
it.
telling you, the man was a flanker. Hold on, let's have a look here. Perfect shot. I mean, brilliant placement considering his first ever attempt. But yeah, the man was a flanker, which is a very athletic position in rugby. It's the position that I used to play.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know.
Of course it is. That's what you
You got to
played,
be
Bisping.
fast, you got to be strong, you got to be powerful. It's true.
I mean, I know what you're going to say before
You
you
break
say it.
away from the scrum and you run with the ball.
Would Dan be able to play that position?
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
No.
Step in a little bit, Jaidan. Step in.
Pickleball is more his
Round
speed.
2.
These days.
Right hand on 3. You must measure. That's your measure.
Brace hard. Brace hard.
Here we go. 1, 2.
Here we go, Joe. No, nothing on it.
Good slap.
Jaidan is completely unfazed by these first two slaps.
To be fair, there's quite a bit of swelling on the face of Jaidan. It's very red, a little swollen, but that just generally looked like a weak slap. There wasn't much on it, you know? And we always talk about the accumulation factor when you start taking blows. Obviously, it affects your output as well, but
We're going to take a second.
so far, Jaidan Fa'anana looking really good.
Whatever you're most comfortable with. Whatever you're most comfortable with.
He's one of those guys, though, from that rugby background. I just feel like he's built for this. Used to the contact, like
Let's go, baby.
big
We'll get it right
neck,
here.
Polynesian
Try to
background.
recover. Hand and count. Right hand on 3. You must measure.
He buckled him a bit last time with a great first strike. Let's see what he does here in the second round.
Yeah, this one
That's
might
your
put him
measure.
out. He's got a big old butt on him as well, and the
1,
relevance is that's where the power comes
2.
from. And there it is.
Go. 2.
Sits him down.
3.
Joe Perez bravely climbs back to the feet.
He's trying.
He's going to be okay.
Come to me. Look at me. Look at me. Take a step. Walk over here.
He's yeah, I was going to say that
That's it.
second follow-up.
Well, I'm surprised Robert Trujillo didn't tell him to stay still, but it is Fa'anana, goodbye.
Just like that. Way to go.
Jaidan
Hey,
Fa'anana-Schultz with an
and you got to show your
incredible
offense on that.
debut performance here
Absolutely
at Power Slap 18.
Yeah, and that was the right call by the referee. The first couple of steps when he said, come to me, looked good. The second follow-up, he was very wobbly, certainly still dazed.
Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast.
Another perfect shot. I look forward to the future of Jaidan Fa'anana. Seems like a natural round 2 stoppage.
You know, and unlike so many guys that we see in this sport, Bisping, there really was very little combat sports background for Fa'anana. I mean, grew up playing rugby and shot put and cricket, a little golf.
I can tell you this, there's quite a lot of combat on a rugby field.
That's a valid point. Very valid point.
A rugby tackle is basically a double leg takedown.
Let's send it to Justin to make match number 2 official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eric McMahon calls a stop to the match in round number 2, declaring the winner by TKO, Jaidan, the Koala Fa'anana-Schultz.
So Jaidan Fa'anana-Schultz successful in his debut with a second round knockout, and he does indeed look like he is here to stay, 28 years old. So there is a long runway for this young man from Australia, currently residing in California. And I was maybe more impressed with the way that he ate the slaps than the knockout blow in the second round.